Hello and welcome back. We have our next game up today. We had another one of the other coaches had to drop out. That's sort of the funny bit. Funny bit is the dropped out coach was replaced with an AI team, and I was drawn against the AI team. So for the second week running, I've had to play against the AI, which is fine. And I was like, another easy win. What happened though is I played absolutely appallingly. And had a bad game. There was loads of mistakes. I just wasn't concentrating properly. Made loads of mistakes, and it didn't go at all well this game. I didn't lose. I still haven't lost to the AI, but I played terribly. So there's loads to look back on here, and criticise my own coaching again and again. So it's an undead team, as you can see. I've got my Beast of Nurgle making their debut. I think I won the toss and chose to kick. I was definitely kicking first. We'll try and get to the end of the setup. We'll skipped way too far ahead. Might have to wait for some setup. There we go. So the AI is setting up. We'll do the we'll have a fly through the teams. Some really weird. The way this team was generated. Hey, it blitz at the beginning. Nice result. Right, gonna have a look at that. There's my blitz happening. Probably should have been moving some players before I threw that blitz, but never mind. Is it gonna let us have the icons up? It is. So let's have a fly back. Only one unleveled Pestigore, so I'm looking at scoring a touchdown with this Pestigore. Is a big priority for this game. Like I said last time, playing against the AI, you get a good chance, I think, to choose who you're going to be scoring with, stuff like that. So this Pestigore needs to score 3 points will level him. My block one over here, who's my blitzer, 2 wrestle ones over here, so they're my more defensive ones. With warriors as well, this one still has no star player points, so I'd ideally like him to get off the mark in this game. There's 3 block warriors over the back here, wrestle rotter, and a rotter with no points, and then the Beast of Nurgle in there. I think now I've lost the icons, so yeah, let's look at the undead. So yeah, some really weird way that this undead team is generated. First of all, whenever I play the AI in undead, there's always a mummy back here as if to go collect the ball. And what is that? Right, never mind. There they are. So guard stand firm mummy up at the back where he's going to do the most damage, obviously. No levels mummy up there. Whites, we've got Mighty Blow and Tackle on that one. No levels on that one. Ghouls, I think there's 3 ghouls on the pitch, aren't there? So no levels, and a block ghoul. But then, hang on, who's this in here? Oh yeah, so it's a kick block zombie. And then who's turned out to now be the most, I think, the most experienced player in the league, this 76 star player point zombie, who's somehow levelled before all of these ghouls and whites and mummies, but yeah, has guard, kick, dauntless, block and tackle, and no levels 1, and then another really experienced zombie who's got block, tackle and dirty player, I think. And it's always funny when an AI player takes dirty player because they never fail. And we've got a dirty player guard skeleton on the bench, and a sure feet ghoul. So that's the 2 teams. I've got a blitz going straight for this ghoul. Nothing happens, so that's a shame. Could have made better use of that. I think go for this ghoul might have been better. I should have been looking at this one's got block, this one hasn't. This one's going to be more vulnerable. Should have sent my beastman, my Pestigore straight at it. Good opportunity to have at least pinned it against the touchline. Would have been far better use of that, of my blitz in this free turn that I've got. Here I'll just trying to block this area up. See if I can stop the ghouls getting through. So turn 1 there, now faced with trying to get this mummy somewhere useful. Actually, let's try and leave the advances on, although that stupid zombie's going to be, there we go. Yeah, so this mummy's trying to find someone to hit from all the way back here. Just isn't a threat for at least 2 turns, starting back there. Right, goes, retrieves the ball. got a blitz from a mummy here. Dodging ghouls, getting them out of danger, so it's going to deny me some blocks in my turn. And I want to be hitting the ghouls really, they're the sort of lowest armour value targets. Good opportunity to get them off the pitch. And that block ghoul again, standing up. And this is what I should have done with my blitz, gone for this one, shoved it against the touchline. You can get it off the pitch, so that's fine. Now I can go, yeah, down, pressure the ball. Obviously vulnerable to a blitz from this mummy, so I'm looking at trying to limit the effectiveness of that a bit. I've got myself an assist there. Which is still going to be giving up a 2 dice blitz, but, you know, what can you do? So deliberately, because I've got really stupid and loner on the Beast of Nurgle, I want to deliberately activate late in the turn. I don't want to lose its tackle zone yet, and if I need to use a reroll, but I'd probably skip it. With loner, I'd probably not bother with the reroll. And don't need it anyway, knock the mummy over. Use the opportunity to spread my defensive line out a little bit with the pushback there. Because this is where I'm vulnerable at the moment. I've got my usual wrestle pestigore back here to look for a ghoul bursting through, but the ball's over this side at the moment and I'm advanced over here, so this is kind of shutting down this wing and I've just got this guy over here. There's the inevitable blitz on my block pestigore. Gets a stun, so he's out of action for next turn. That means the white can shift over this way and they can make a really solid cage here, which is going to make it difficult for me to get the ball for a couple of turns probably. But yeah, I'll start chasing back to get that one. Sort of having to leave this this pestigore in danger. But this one's getting forward because it's the one I want to score with, so if I manage to knock the ball loose, he's there available and I think in scoring range already. So you finally get that block ghoul down. Third time of asking. And with the tight cage, of course, you can follow up to be marking the ball carrier. And I'm trying to do the same with my beast over here by taking on this zombie. And a casualty with its second block. But yeah, so now 2 players on the ball carrier. Beast of Nurgle has tentacles, so this white shouldn't be dodging away. Knockout on the mummy. Great stuff. Means it's going to be harder for them to shift the Beast of Nurgle as well. So they're going to have to really pile on the tackle zones to get a move on the beast to try and move it clear. And they're throwing some uphill blocks, which goes their way. Obviously showing that block makes those uphill blocks a lot less risky. And then managed to get a push on the Beast of Nurgle. And the white is free down here on my vulnerable wing. And I don't really have anyone who can go challenge them at the moment. So it's really sloppy defence for me here. I thought that, you know, just getting a couple of tackle zones on there was going to be enough. Now I've got another stun down here from that both down. Oh, hang on, I didn't knock a mummy out. Who did I knock out? Knocked someone else out. There's a mummy. Oh, it's a ghoul. Okay. There's a mummy on the screen, I'm sure, at the time when I was talking about that knockout. Yeah, so annoyingly had to use a reroll there for that double skulls. That's another removal. I'm getting plenty of players off the pitch. But I've only got this guy here who can't, I don't think can reach. No, can't reach the white. I think I'm looking at a blitz on this ghoul. doing some of these safer blocks first. And with having already used a reroll, I should probably be doing this earlier because this is more important. And I only get a push. But yeah, so away from the ball, and I want to follow up here to make sure they have to deal with, have to be dealing with this this thing. Did that? Oh no, it's a rotter. I was going to say I've dodged with a rotter. I've summoned. Hey, another casualty. Now I was thinking that when that rotter come away, I thought it was a zombie dodging away from my beast of Nurgle for some reason. But obviously that's not going to be the case. This is my turn. So 2 against 2 here. That's why I needed to get that rotter over there for a bit more support. But the ghoul came and got away, and they're dodging there as well. I think it's the block one, isn't it? Yeah, so manages to get that Pestigore down, and then shouldn't have followed up because now the white has to dodge, but gets away with it. So now all I've got is my defensive Pestigore back here and stuck. I've only got a rotter who can go try and take this guy on, which really isn't enough. So getting him in there to help this one out. But I'm going to have to 1 dice blitz from this rotter on this white. So many removals. Doing really starting to do well at the bullying the other team game. So it's 4 players out. Oh, another one as well. There was a regeneration from an injury. So I've got 5 players off the pitch in this drive, which is pretty good going. So yeah, had to use a reroll, a loner one. I really should have been doing this 1 dice blitz first. Got here, so I didn't only have the option of pushing towards the end zone. I mean, I could go for this, but now all the undead really need to do. I was just trying to get him away from the touchline. That 4+ dodge. Deliberately left that to the end of the turn because it's not that likely to work out. But yeah, all they need to do is dodge away here, blitz this rotter, and I'm pretty sure this white. Had to get him down. Going from there would have been better. And again, they've given themselves a longer way round. There's only 1 go for it before now, but now it's 2. But it works out anyway, and they score. So the first touchdown I've conceded against the AI with this team. But I was I think too complacent, too dismissive of what the AI can manage, and yeah, I didn't defend properly at all. Properly well. I've got all the best words. So yeah, I'm left with 4 turns to try and score here, which is a bit of a stretch. Undead are down players, so 2 knockouts didn't come back, and they've got that injury, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm outnumbering them. I've only got 10 on the pitch. I'm trying to line up all my blocks, so I get 2 dice with each of these players here. Do have to watch out for the guard mummy over this side, who's going to make that a bit more difficult. So I need that rotter in there. Didn't necessarily actually, I don't think. Free reroll. All the kickoff results going my way. Okay. Shallow kick, which means the one I want to be carrying the ball. This 3-point one is a bit far behind, but I'm going to look at just preventing the undead getting the ball this turn because I want this one to go pick it up. I do also want to look out for this one on 13 points. So if I manage to get this one off the ground and go for a second touchdown, it's that 13-point one. I want to be scoring it, so I could add strip ball to wrestle and improve his effectiveness at going after ball carriers. That's that guard skeleton onto the pitch. Picks up a stun and steps back a bit. Do need to watch. The ghouls are the biggest threats to the ball. I should be fine to keep them away from it in the next turn. Yeah, things like where I only had 4 turns to score, I probably should have been grabbing the ball this turn and trying to get it a bit further forward. But I know I do need to stick together with this team, so maybe leaving someone over here a bit more isolated with the ball wouldn't have been a good idea. And still 3 turns, I should still be able to get it down the pitch in 3 turns. I just have to watch out for all these ghouls with dodge and their movement 7 have got the manoeuvrability to get down here in my way. My block has to go down. It gives me quite a bit less protection over on this wing, so I want to be coming down this side. And yeah, losing that player there means I'm not controlling those 9 spaces anymore. That was a really stupid thing I did, aptly named. Yeah, I thought I'm not going to do anything else with the beast Nurgle. I might as well just stand it up. But this rotter wasn't standing up, so it didn't give me the bonus to the really stupid roll. Found it on a 1 anyway, so it doesn't really make any difference. But it's like one of the things where I was just not concentrating properly and thinking about what I need to do. I'm rushing into my turns, doing actions in the wrong order. That rotter stands up first. That's a 2+ roll, not a 4+ roll. Still fails on a 1, but yeah, if I'd rolled a 2 or a 3 there, that would have been even more frustrating. So I need to replace this guy's space with this one. Big chest bump there. Want to make sure I'm picking the ball up while I've still got a re-roll, so I don't want to be doing too many more actions, I don't think. Okay, so the block Pestigore did well there. Yeah, he's now sort of watching those ghouls, but this ghoul is going to be dangerous. It's going to be a threat to me. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I had to come fill this space to make sure no one could get in there. This white just won't go down. But yeah, 2 turns. Still a decent chance I can do it. I've got a lot of players marked up over here who don't want to be dodging. Like this player's free, obviously. This ghoul can get free easily enough. This one hasn't moved. Looks like this one's going to block here, especially putting that assist in there as well. Yes, so we've got a block there. But as long as this he can't stand up next turn. I was going to say, as long as he can stand up next turn, there's still going to be pretty good positioning for screening my ball carrier. But I've got him now missing the turn. Another stun over there as well. So a warrior. Failed dodge from a white. So the white trying to get back here to defend. And that was a really important failed dodge for me. So I've got 3 players who can move to help with screening. So starting to move those first. I've still got no one standing next to my beast. So that really stupid roll is going to be a 4+ at the moment. Sort of screen as best I can there. I think taking that extra step might have not have been a good idea. Have to follow up there to make sure that ghoul's marked, which means I'm going to be taking a 2 dice block there. Fill in the back space there. I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go for it. Yeah. So this, even skipping through. Yeah, it's had to take the 4+ on the really stupid. Wasn't using my blitz anywhere else, so I thought I'd try and do it there. So if I did pass, I'd get 2 dice on the mummy, but failed it again. On a 1 again anyway. But yeah, this ghoul is the danger player. This block 1 can get 1 dice. We'll have to dodge and go for it. But that's the danger to the ball carrier. And if he goes down, I'm not scoring this half. If I go for it, but have re-rolls and then pass. And 1 dice block is enough. Both downs good enough for them. I've still got this guy who can score. But I've got to get him the ball. Which probably means... Yeah, I'm probably looking at trying to blitz this ghoul away. Hope I can knock it over. This player here. Then I'm trying to, I think, pick up with the rotter. Probably, yeah, I think what I've got to do is dodge this Pestigore out first. Get him in the end zone. Blitz the ghoul away. Hopefully knock him over. Pick it up with the rotter and throw it to this Pestigore. I didn't even blitz there. So I could be blitzing with this warrior, I guess. Unfortunately, can't blitz from there because I'll have to try and pick the ball up. Get that guy down. What was I trying to do? Was I trying to score with a rotter, or was I just giving up? I think the rotter can reach 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 5, aren't they? 1. Yeah, I think I should go for it with a rotter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go for it. But fail the pickup. Yeah, the rotter could have done it with pick up and 2 go for it, but it wasn't to be. So going in, yeah, 1 down at half time. Receiving the ball second half, so I should be able to score. But now I'm in the position where I wanted to score quickly, so I'm kicking again, and then I've got to turn the ball over and get a 2-1 win, which isn't a great position to be in. No score or level would have been great. Being up obviously better, but let's switch because I'm attacking this half. So there's a bribe. I know the AI is not going to foul and use that. Yeah, touchback means I can give the ball to the Pestigore I want to score with. It's that 3.1, who I think is way back here. So let's get in forwards. But yeah, so now I feel like I've got the opportunity. It's less risky to be fouling now, basically. So I'm going to be looking at fouling with some rotters in this half. Now I've got that bribe. Yeah, clearing off. Safe 2 dice with blocks first. I need to push there. Wanted to leave him there to assist because this is the guard mummy, so I didn't have 2 dice on this zombie. So a bit of protection on the ball, and here I think I'm looking at foul assists. I've got my blitz over here. Oh, I haven't used my blitz yet. Why am I fouling? Hey, not bad though. That's that white off the pitch. Doesn't regenerate either, so out of the game. Yeah, I should have been doing this blitz first. Oh, I think, that was why. Yeah, I was stupid with the way I set up and left my beast without a really stupid friend. So had to use my blitz there, but I wanted. Yeah, I don't know why I wanted to do the foul first though. I still didn't need to move the get the white out of the way. Unless I needed the assist. Did I need the assist of this guy in there? I think I might have done. 4, 5. Yeah, that gave me 2 dice on the mummy. That's why I did it that way around. Alright, that's not as stupid as I thought. But I'm really narrow here though, which means if they can get players in here like this ghoul has, it's going to make it harder for me to get around that way. There's no white on this flank, so this is their weaker one. But I've got this this forward one being blitzed. Going there, yeah, means they're getting players between my ball carrier and the people I want to be screening the ball carrier with, which is not a good way around to be. Had to wrestle over there, so that's a player down for their turn as well. Frees up, gives them space over there to operate in. And yeah, I'm just far too narrow here. Allowed these ghouls to get in where I don't want them, and I'm having to put players in here. Like that to have been a down, obviously, but yeah, stayed there, so I had 2 dice on this one, but that's 2 pushbacks for those ghouls. The position's a bit better now though. It gives me this space to operating with any dodges that the ghouls want to make much riskier. Yeah, they have to go around quite a long way now. Hang about there, so there's no one next to the ball carrier who's next to an opponent either. Beast starting to do alright at taking that mummy down. Hey, knock that ghoul over. There we go. I need to keep these players engaged. I wanted the white. I didn't want the white to be able to just walk off. Yeah, I'm attacking this wing specifically because there's no white over this side. So I want to keep it tied up over there as long as I can. That's another player in my way over here who has I have to get rid of. Got my eyes a wrestle guy over here. I think that's the the block one's over here, isn't it? Because he took down that mummy before. So that's helpful from a failed dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so the. Oh yeah, this. Oh, what was I doing here? Yeah, this is more stupid moves where I just wasn't concentrating. Right, so he was standing there. And I was like, well, they've got an assist there, so I haven't got 2 dice for this white. I need an assist on it. I'd rather have the assist over that side, I think. Totally didn't notice he was already in the white tackle zone. Moved him there. Didn't notice the dodge warning come up with that I needed a 3+. I just moved him there as my first action and fouled it. And then failed the reroll and lost my whole turn just because I wasn't concentrating. So yeah, just lose a whole turn just like that. And now the undead have got basically a free turn to prevent me scoring again. Yeah, really stupid. I was so frustrated with myself for just not spotting that at all, just not paying attention properly. There's no excuse for it at all. But I think this this undead team was mercifully uneventful. I don't know. I had this with the human team game as well in the last one, where they just didn't they didn't make any blocks with these mummies. Yeah, I think that's probably about it actually. But yeah, this white failed the foul appearance roll, and then they just ended the turn. Really weird. I had that one turn against the human team where they threw one block and then just ended turn. Right, so this guy in the way has to go. Block warrior to make the blitz. And I've got a decent bunch of players here who are free to come and form a cage over here. Or a screen. I think I'll probably go more a screen. Play either side of that ghoul makes it harder to move, and then one there as well makes it much harder to move where it's going to want to. And yeah, get the other screen player down there. So this is a really decent screen. Failed loader roll. Should have. No, I don't think I had a safer move on than that anyway. But yeah, I usually like acting with the beast as late as I can, but I didn't have any other 2 dice blocks on. I'm starting to get seriously outnumbered here, but that's because the bulk of my team are over here at the moment. Yeah, focusing on the ball because I have to score, and I'd like to be scoring quicker than I actually do. And things like that stupid missed turn I had over there are not helpful. Have to watch this ghoul. This ghoul is the danger player. I should be getting that white there, that rotter there, to make it a really difficult dodge out. But instead I go there. Yeah. Trusting too much I can knock that ghoul over, which you can't bank on. And I think I've left this ghoul a dodge, a blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of a dodge, 6, 7, and then a go for it. 1 dodge and 1 go for it away from a 1 dice blitz on my ball carrier. Not good enough defending with my protection. Not good enough protection. Do chuck, there we go, chuck 2 go for it, so getting that warrior to mark the ghoul. Still can reach though. 3, so what it does still have on is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, go for it. 2 go for it's. Could cut or go for it out by putting a dodge in as well, which is a harder roll, but they get a free re-roll on it. So this looks pretty solid. If these 3 players are all 1 square forward, I don't think I'd be losing the ball here. I'm pretty sure I do lose the ball here. Is it here? Or is it just that only leaving 2 turns left wasn't enough? Found that. Oh no, okay. So, I knew I scored much later in the half than I wanted. I wondered if they'd actually managed to get my ball carrier down. But I did still leave that on, and I shouldn't be. Yeah, I want to make sure I score this turn, but I guess it's almost certainly going to be 1-1 whether I score this turn or next. They haven't got anyone else who can reach me. So I have to wrestle there. And then just run it in. So yeah, 1-1. But I've got 2 turns left. And I'm kicking. And I think that means the undead have 3 turns. Oh. All 3 knocked out Ghoul Zone back was annoying. Because if I'm going to score in 2 turns when I kick in, I need a certain sort of set of circumstances. And only having 1 ghoul on the pitch would have been great if that was the case. And I haven't set up like this yet. But I'd want things like a blitz would be ideal. Because it gives me a chance to get players forward. So it didn't happen. But I've still got chances. And things like if they fail to pick up the ball or they get stranded with 1 person back here holding the ball, I can still have a good go at trying to score. I'd need their turn to be pretty quick and to have players free on this wing to go get pressure on the ball. That skeleton zombie moving over there means this one's free. But I've just replaced it with someone else. Why have they just swapped places? Absolutely no need for that. But so I need this to go wrong, which it does, with the reroll as well. And now I really probably should have been putting these pestigores 1 or 2 squares further forward, but my essential things are I have to get this pestigore free. It's in best position, possibly the only one who can reach the end zone at this point. And I'm counting squares, looking at I have to go for it twice. So 2, 4, 6. Could have done it once, but I don't know where the ball and the ghoul are going to be next turn. So if there's another fouled pickup, he can definitely score. He just needs to get that ghoul out of the way. Over preferably. 2, 4, 6. I've even got this one who can try and do it to try and make sure this one can just focus on the ball. Although this is the block one. Ideally these 2 would have been the other way round here. I think this is the block ghoul as well. It's not the block ghoul. Yeah, so really I want my block pestigore. Doing the blitz, the other one trying to get the ball. I did get that one to score that I wanted, so he levelled. Right, now I need so that's an annoying mark-up there. I should have tried to plan for a bit better. I was annoyed when that happened. But yeah, just sometimes you get things go your way. Okay, so that's 4 fouled pickups, which leaves me a chance to score and win the game in turn 16. Have to dodge and have to blitz only get a push, have to follow up. No, don't have to follow up, because I could do it with 2 go for it, but I fail. I hit the end zone tripwire, which is the curse of many a Blood Bowl coach, and the game ends at 1-1. Undead still have a turn, of course, but yeah, I was desperate to score then, because drawing with the AI is frankly embarrassing, especially for someone who's been playing this game as long as I am. This Ghoul still can't pick up the ball and doesn't even need to anymore, but that ends the game anyway with that turnover. Yeah, 1-1. I got a nice friendly draw against the AI and threw it all away. Did have this warrior level because the MVP landed on him. This is the one who got 2 casualties against the human team. Was on 14 points from that, so I was looking for another casualty with him, but he got the MVP and leveled up anyway. And yeah, 2 casualties from my Beast of Nurgle, which is a really good start. When he got that second one, I was like, oh, it would be great if he gets a 3rd level's first game. Didn't quite happen. This is the Pestigore that scored. They only got they only got a touchdown and an MVP, so SPPs in there. Dice, looks like a lot more dice rolling than I have been in some other games, and yeah, it was a bad result, so maybe that's a good indication. Having to go for it a lot more than they normally would. I wouldn't normally be rolling anything like 9 in a game. Pretty good for the numbers. 87% is what it should be. That's 1 in 6. 1 in 6 failure. 5 out of 6 is 87%. What are all these rolls on? Yeah, not even many knocked out. Only 2 pickup rolls. So the foul was the one at the end of the first half. Really stupid. That's where these extra really stupid, and 2 loner rolls. That's where these extra dice are coming from in this game. So that's something I have to look out for now. I'm rolling more dice because I've got a really stupid player. So that's another 13 dice. Another 15 dice that the Beast of Nurgle forced me to roll in that game. That's where these extra numbers are. And yeah, loads more from the Undead. So still making them. They only tried to block foul appearance players 4 times. Yeah, didn't throw so many blocks. Go for it. Yeah, so I went for it more times than my opponent, which basically never happens. Anyway, let's have a look at my team. Because we are up to 1550, which is a pretty solid team rating now at this stage. Still not played that many games. How many have we played? 8 games. Yeah, it's going alright. So the last Pestigore who levelled, I finally have a ball carrier, so I took extra arms on that one, and he's now going to at this point become my sort of go-to touchdown, like ball retriever and touchdown scorer. And will almost inevitably start levelling quicker than the others, who all only have 1 level at this point, which is a shame. Although I do want to look out for trying to get this Pestigore another touchdown, because he's 3 points away. So we'll carry on looking for things like that. Players who are 3 points off of levelling, I'll try and get touchdowns with them still. So if I can add strip ball to tackle to wrestle on this one, tackle later, that's a very decent sacker who I'll be looking at sending after ball carriers. But this one's going to be the one who's levelling quicker than the others now. The other level I rolled a double for this warrior. Didn't want to take dodge because I don't like skills that are just there to protect you from 1 block dice result. He's not actively going to be dodging that much, so I don't feel like dodge. Why it makes it harder to knock him over. He's not going to get as much out of it, and the team's not going to get as much out of it as some other skills. I did briefly consider sidestep and leader. Sidestep's obviously still quite a passive skill, but I love the flexibility it gives you of choosing where you push back to, and for a player who's later going to take guard, that's really great. Leader, because it's a cheap way of getting a reroll. Don't roll. I'd need a double to get a leader on this team, and with a warrior who's already got block, they're a pretty good candidate for a leader. But I didn't want to wait any longer to get guard on the team, basically, so I took out straight away. Unless I roll a double for my Beast of Nurgle, the first advance there is going to be leader as well. Not leader, guard. I wouldn't waste a double on a big guy to take leader. It's guard or block is going to be the first advance for the Beast. That's where we're up to. 2 games to go in this league. Not all that successful results wise for me. I'm not going to be topping the table at all. Obviously, I think if I'm down to 10th at the moment. And we've got just 2 more games to go this week. This week only actually officially starts today as well. I think we've just been turning around quite quickly and people have been playing the matches early. I had time on Friday again, so I just played against the AI then. And yeah, there we go. 1-1, 10th in the table. But the team's looking good. The team's in good shape, and that's the thing I've most enjoyed about Blood Bowl always, the whole time I've been playing it, is developing a team and watching them grow. And I am very happy with how that's going. So this is definitely, even though the results haven't been going my way, it's definitely been a fun experience, and I am enjoying it. Yeah, so it's nice to see. We'll see who we have next week. No idea yet. We'll have a look, come back and see who they are. See you next time.